How you doing, guys? Dragonman here, and as you know, it's the end of the summer, and that means another month it will be Harley Davidson rebuilding time to rebuild your bike this winter. And I heard a lot of rumors going around that I can't rebuild a motor for $1,000. So let me just show you what goes into the rebuild your own motor deal. See, this is the way you send in your heads and your barrels and your lower end. Let me show you how to ship it real fast. Okay, you take your two heads, your two barrels. We don't need your old pistons. You put each barrel and each head in a small cardboard box like this, right? You take all four boxes and you put it into a bigger box, see, like this. Then you put packing paper around it. You know, you tape it up really good, you know, with duct tape and stuff. And make sure your note is in both boxes that you're going to pack. And your phone number and return address. And that's the way you send your heads and barrels. The way you send your lower end is you pick up a plastic milk crate, see, like this. The whole lower end will fit in the plastic milk crate. You put rags, you take rags, see this? Take any kind of rags, put your flywheel assembly, so you push the rods to the bottom, take the rags and stick them in the flywheel, see, like that? This way the flywheels won't rotate and the rods won't stick out and break the cardboard. So you take the whole lower end, you put it in the plastic milk crate, you put cardboard around the plastic milk crate. Don't forget to put your note in there, rebuild your own motor deal, name, address, phone number. Normally they weigh around 65 pounds. Both boxes, the top end and the lower end, could go UPS or FedEx, right? So that's the way you ship your motor. If you have a Sportster, definitely keep the cam cover on. Here, come over here. You take your Sportster motor, see? Keep the cam cover on. The reason I say that is because if the whole box falls on the generator section, right, that sticks out, without the cam cover, it's very weak and it'll break off. So you have to keep the cam cover on. You put the Sportster motor in between the milk crate, put milk crates together, use baling wire to put it together. Don't forget to put the rags in the flywheel so it don't rotate. You put tape, you know, cardboard and tape all around the box. Normally they weigh about 75, 80 pounds, the whole Sportster lower end, and that's the way you ship your Sportster lower end. That's the safest way to ship it because the plastic milk crates support the motor from rubbing through the cardboard. Okay, if there's any questions, definitely give me a call, 719-683-2200. The only problem I really have, right, well, there's really two problems. The first problem is the customers don't pack the boxes good. And then the fins break, right, and then they think I broke it. So that's the first problem. The second problem is putting the top end back together. The biggest problem is adjusting the push rods. So as you're putting your top end together, I could tell you the torque specifications, we send you a gasket set. The biggest problem is the way you guys, well, some guys, adjust the push rods, especially hydraulic push rods. See, the book, the Harley book says you get the push rod at the lowest point, right? And then you go 4 turns. But the book doesn't say the hydraulic lifter is supposed to be empty with no oil in it, right? So if you have oil in your lifter and you're putting it in there and you're going 4 turns, that's actually way too much. And when a motor starts, the valves are going to hit each other and bend. And then people call me up. They have a bent valve. I said, what do you think? I took a brand new valve, put it in the vise and bent it and put it in your motor? I know what happened. They adjusted the push rods wrong. So if there's anything you don't understand, definitely give me a call. Okay, now let me just show you the parts I put in the motor. And they're not junk. This happens to be top of the line, everything. Okay, these are stainless steel nitrated valves for the unleaded gas so they don't stick. You can't get any better than that. For an extra $30 each, we put in nickel alloyed seats. See that? For the unleaded gas. These are lifetime seats. You can't even cut nickel with a torch. That's how hard this metal is. Okay, we use Amconite valve guides. That's the best in the world, Amconite. They won't stick to the stem on the valve. I use Teflon seals. See that? Teflon coated seals. When I bore out your cylinders, it's 1.5 to 2 thousandths clearance with 8.5 to 1 compression cast pistons. See that? And the best rings you could buy. Hastings rings. 3-piece oil ring. If there's any questions as you're putting it together, all you have to do is give me a call. Okay, the lower end, pinion shaft bearings. All these bearings, pinion shaft bearings, rod bearings, they're all from Timken in New Jersey, right? Torrington Bearing sells them. Timken bearings. This is the Timken bearing set with the races. That goes on the left side. Okay? If your pinion shaft race is pitted, we give you a brand new one. That's included with the $1,000 deal. We use an American-made 3-hole crank pin. See that? The Harley Davidson only uses a 1-hole pin. They have 3 sets of rollers, so they should have an oil hole for each set of rollers. Okay? We rebuild your connecting rods. See that? We put new races in there, in the bottom of the connecting rods. I give you new wrist pin bushings. See, all honed out to the right size, so the piston pin will fit right in. And on your connecting rods, I give you new containers, rod containers for the bearings. And you get a new gasket set for the top end. See that? And your lower end will come back just like this, in perfect, almost brand new shape. Everything all rebuilt, ready to go. As your motor's here, you should wash out your oil tank, because all the years of the motor wearing out, all the little grommets and filings and little metal and brass accumulates on the bottom of your oil tank. So you should wash that out really good before you get the motor back. And you have to use, for these early motors, right, these pan heads, shovel heads, knuckle heads, you have to use straight weight motor oil. None of that Evolution oil, 2050. These motors run hot and they need straight weight. Like 70 weight in the summer, 60 weight in the fall, and if you're going to ride your bike in the winter, 50 weight, because oil thins out. Okay, guys, so I'm going to rebuild this whole thing today. You know how long it takes me? 6 hours. In 6 hours, your motor is rebuilt. And tomorrow, we're going to do another video and show you this whole setup all rebuilt. And we're going to walk around my machine shop and I'll show you how I rebuild everything so fast. Nothing gets farmed out. Everything is done right here at Dragonman's. Okay, guys, hope you liked the video. You want to send me any work? We work on all the stuff, 99 and down. Send it to 1200 Dragonman Drive, Colorado Springs, Colorado, 80929. My phone number is 719-683-2200. I'm here 6.5 days a week. And today, this whole motor will be rebuilt. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.